Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics and Rockin Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I'd like to give you some great reasons to go to black-cat-comics.com and pick up something fun to read. Super excited about this week because there's lots of great things to talk about. Some of my favorite books, like my all-time #1 favorite. This is Avengers number 35. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. Great time to be an Avengers fan. Been loving this Age of Khonshu stuff. Great to see Moon Knight back in the spotlight. Can't say enough about the current run of Avengers. You know, I'm a big A-Team fan. Go back to number 33 if you've been passing up on this one, or just jump into this, number 35. Like I say, great stuff, great book, great time to be an Avengers fan. Love me some Jason Aaron. Captain America number 22. One of the books that I always talk about for 1,000 reasons, but most notably because an Alex Ross cover is always worth $3.99. Awesome stuff there. Over the weekend, I spent a little time rereading a lot of Captain America, and this book is just top-notch. As good as it's been in a long time. And like I say, worth it just for the covers anyway. And Thor number 6. This book doesn't need much help from me. One of the hottest books in comics, certainly one of the hottest Marvel books out there. Been selling out and going to reprint. Everybody digging Thor. Don't want to say too much about why, but like I say, one of the hottest books out there, one of the best books out there. Great stories, great art. Love me some Son of Odin. And Valkyrie, Jane Foster, is your other Thor-esque book for the week. Haven't seen an issue of Valkyrie in a little while, but this is another book that's been really popular. The people that have been reading it are really digging it. So if you don't know much about this, pick up that first issue and it will make you want to catch up to all the other ones. Captain Marvel is one of your Empire books of the week. Another one of the hottest books Marvel does. That and Lords of Empire Swordsman and Empire X-Men are your Empire books of the week. No core Empire title, but lots of these other ones to choose from. This X-Men one's been selling out, so if you've been holding out on some of the Empire stuff, maybe you want to stick your toe in the water with the X-Men book and see if you want to get into the other stuff. Speaking of X-Men, Excalibur is one of the X-Renaissance books we've been talking about, like X-Men and X-Force and New Mutants and Marauders and so many of the others. It's a great time to be an X-fan. It's a great time to come back to the X books. I've been saying you don't have to read all the different books, just like the Empire events. You don't have to read every X book to get it, but they all have different art styles. They all have different creative teams. They all have sort of a different angle. So try some different ones like Excalibur. And I'm sure one of the books in the X world is something you're going to find awesome, like Wolverine, because everybody likes Wolverine. You don't need much of an excuse to buy that one, especially when it's got a cool bad guy on the cover. And Cable rounds out your X stuff for the week. Like I say, good time to come back to the X books. Spider-Woman is your only Spider book of the week. And Maestro is something everybody's been waiting for. This is your Hulk book of the week. No, it's not an Immortal Hulk title. This is your origin of the Maestro. Couldn't be more excited about this. I was a huge fan of the Maestro when they first launched him in that two-parter. This one's done by Peter David and Dale Keown, arguably one of the greatest creative teams to ever do the Hulk. Love me some Peter David, love me some Dale Keown, love me the Maestro. Very excited to read this, and you should be too. Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown is also awesome. I love the incorporation of Conan into the regular Marvel Universe. I know there's a lot of purists who don't like that sort of thing, but I love anybody versus anybody kind of comic, and watching the Barbarian take on the Submariner is just like so awesome. I can't stand it. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Star Wars Bounty Hunter is your Star Wars book of the week. You know, I've been talking of all the great stuff Marvel's been doing with the Star Wars line, like this one and the main book and Darth Vader. Love me some Star Wars anything. And it's, of course, a great week for the DC guys because the Joker's back in town. Everybody loving everything all Joker War. This is your latest issue of Batman, another book that doesn't need any help from me. It's already in your sub box and waiting for you to come pick it up. That one and Nightwing 73 are your Joker War books of the week. I love me some Nightwing. This has been my one of my favorite Bat books for quite a while. And like anybody, you buy anything that has the Joker on it, right? Catwoman, not a Joker War title, but also awesome and something that should be in your sub box. And Harley Quinn number 75. Pretty sure this is the last issue of this, but I'm also sure she's going to get another relaunch really soon. Justice League, one of my favorite titles. As I said, I like those everybody versus everybody books. Much like the Avengers, it's a great time to be a Justice League fan. All the A-list heroes, A-list villains, big old apocalyptic, end-of-the-world kind of comic. Good stuff. And Wonder Woman Annual, just one of the awesome double-sized Wonder Woman books that you're going to get this week, along with Wonder Woman Dead Earth. This is your oversized Black Label book of the week. You guys love your magazine-sized Black Label books, and we love anything Wonder Woman. Teen Titans number 44. We all hear this one will be wrapping up fairly soon, which is kind of sad. Aquaman, one of the best books out there. If this one's been, I say all the time, if this one's been flying under your radar, you're going to want to pick up some issues of this. Like Teen Titans, this is another one they're talking about ending or wrapping up here pretty soon, but it's been a really good run. So grab the 2 trades of the Kelly Sue DeConnick run and catch up to the latest issue because it's great stuff. And Mad Magazine. Doesn't get any more classic than Mad Magazine, especially when they have Marvel Comics jokes on the back. That's pretty cool. Nothing more classic than Mad, nothing more hilarious than Mad, and I always just like to show a cool copy of Mad Magazine any chance you get. Been talking about what a great era of mashups it is. Transformers vs. Terminator is your Dark Horse Comics, IDW Comics team-up of the week. It's your Dark Horse book of the week. Like I say, been talking up these company mashups, the team-ups of the cool franchises like this. Doesn't get any more cool classic sci-fi than Transformers and Terminator. Lots of Transformers to talk about because IDW does a great job of it. This is your regular issue of Transformers number 22, and then this is Transformers 84 number 2, because Transformers is all about the 80s. Great stuff. Savage Dragon. One of your Image books of the week because, like Spawn and like Witchblade, I always like pointing out the original Image books that still run. Savage Dragon, done by Eric Larson, has been rolling out all these years and is still just as hilariously insane as it's always been. Dig me some Savage Dragon. Low is one of the more modern Image hits. Rick Remender is one of the best writers in comics, and I read just about anything he does. This is cool, creepy sci-fi, and I love cool, creepy sci-fi. Killing Red Sonja is one of the Red Sonja books from Dynamite this week. Love what Dynamite does with Sonja and Vampirella and Deja Thoris and all their great licensed product stuff. Power Rangers, you'll forgive me, I don't know who this guy is because I'm not a Power Rangers guy, but here's a cool double-sized special for all you MMPR fans. But Firefly is my Boom Studios book of the week because I love me some Whedonverse. Did I mention I love me some cool sci-fi stuff? Love me some Firefly. Speaking of sci-fi, Rye is your Valiant book of the week. Haven't been seeing a lot of stuff from Valiant lately, but Rye is definitely a book everybody should be into. You can just pick up the latest issue or pick up the first few issues, pick up the trade from the previous series, whatever you got to do to get to know this character, because Rye is one of the coolest things in comics. And Scooby-Doo is about your only all-ages book of the week, but do you need anything cooler than Scooby-Doo? Doesn't that pretty much satisfy your need for all-ages comics? Great stuff. Lots of great stuff. Couple other things to talk about, like Free Comic Book Sundays. It's Free Comic Book Summer all summer long. This guy is your cool issue of Donald Duck. Been talking about how much I love seeing the Disney comics. And it's really great to be giving out these free to kids. So there's this guy, there's Investigators. It's a really good week for the all ages stuff with the free books, like Loud House. But then there's Street Fighter number 100. That's your Udon Free Comic Book Day book, because you guys love some Street Fighter. If you've got a curbside pickup, your free books will be in there. If you've got a shipment going out this week, your free books will be in there. If you don't have a curbside pickup, if you don't have a shipment, if you're not making a purchase this week, Go to the events page of black-cat-comics.com and book your curbside pickup for Sunday. Come by and pick up your big bag of free stuff. And last but not least is my Kazi Classic. Just wanted to throw this out there. This is the original Astro City #1, Volume 1, #1. Another great Alex Ross cover, Kurt Busiek, one of my all-time favorite guys. This is one of the very, very best books of the 90s. You can read more about this one in the Kazi Classics corner of our newsletter. Lots and lots of great stuff. Want to mention, do not miss Comic Shop Talk Live this Saturday, 2 p.m., Facebook, YouTube. Our special guest is Marvel writer Jim Zub. We're very, very excited to have a Marvel writer on the show. He's done Avengers, he's done Conan, he's done lots of cool stuff. He does a panel at Comic-Con that's hilarious. So we're really excited to talk to Jim Zub. So tune in, 2 p.m., Facebook, YouTube, for Comic Shop Talk Live. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's all we got for you for this week. Like I say, tune in Saturday, 2 o'clock. We'll see you then.